Kyle. I'm Phyllis. I'm going to be talking with you today. Okay. Before we get started with anything, I'm going to go over the limits of confidentiality. Those are just the limits of the office. And pretty much anything that you say to me in here cannot leave this office. It will be between us. I will not tell your parents, your teachers, anything like that. Now that does exclude if you disclose to me that you're suicidal or homicidal.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand that? I do have to tell someone and seek help for you. Okay, do you understand?
Yeah, I mean, I'm foster care. I've been through this time after time.
Alright. Okay, so I see you celebrated a birthday. How did that go for you?
It was alright. I mean, I hung out with some friends, just chilled, nothing crazy.
Okay, did you spend time with your family, your foster family?
I mean, they threw me something at the house, but I wasn't really into it, so, I mean, yeah, we had like cake, but I just got out of there.
Yeah, so you gave it a little bit of a shot, is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, I kind of had to go. They had it as soon as I got off school. I mean, I was there.
Right.
Didn't really have much of a choice.
Okay, so did you just not want to be there? I mean, was there something that they were doing? Or did you just...
I mean, I don't want to spend time with them. They're not cool. It's not fun to hang out with my adoptive parents. Like, it's just not what I'm into.
Okay, so what do they do that you're just not into?
They're always trying to control me. Be home by blah, blah, blah. You know, do this, take out the trash, do whatever. I'm just tired of it. It's not what I want to deal with.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that they're just asking too much of you?
I guess, however you want to put it. I'm not into it. They're not my parents.
Okay, so how is your relationship with your other foster parents? How have those been? You've been through foster care, you've said many times.
Yeah, I mean, they've all ended, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I go and I spend time with this family. I mean, they all just want me to do chores around the house. They want me to show up, like I said, with this family. It's just, I don't know, I just feel like I'm not part of their family. Why do they want me to do stuff with their family?
Okay. Okay, so do you feel excluded? Do you spend a lot of time with them, or do you stay in your room often?
I'm usually in my room. It's just, they don't listen to the same kind of things I listen to. They're all happy-go-lucky all the time, wanting to, have family outings. That's lame.
It's not something you've experienced before.
Yeah, it's not something I really want to experience.
Is there a sibling in the house with you?
Yeah, there's an older brother.
Mm-hmm. And how is your relationship with him?
I just kind of let him do his own thing. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to step on any toes or anything. I try to stay out of the way for the most part, I guess.
Right. So do you feel like you can't build a relationship with him, or you just don't want to build a relationship with him?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really try, I guess. It's his family.
It's his family, but you've been brought into this family. Do you understand that?
I guess, but I mean, at the end of the day, they're not my parents.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like, they have no connection to me. Like, what do I mean to them?
Right. Okay. Have you talked to them in this manner about how you feel about this?
I mean, obviously, every time I end up somewhere, like, oh, we're so excited to have you as a part of our family. We want you to do this. We want you to come to church with us on Sundays. We want you to, go to our cookout. It's just weird. Like, I don't know. I just don't understand.
It just makes you feel uncomfortable. Is that safe to say?
It's like, I don't know. How would you feel if you had to just join into a family? Like, I don't know them. They don't have any connection to me. Like, I don't care.
Okay. Is it safe to say that maybe you haven't put yourself out there and you haven't taken them in enough?
I guess, but I don't really feel a reason to. I mean, why should they want me in their life? I've obviously been through this kind of system. This is like my third family, I think. You kind of lose count after a while. If we include homes that I've been through, like everywhere I feel like I'm just a paycheck to them.
Okay. Okay, so how many times has this happened that you've felt this way? I mean, you said three 3 homes. Has this been the reason that you've pulled yourself away from them?
I mean, like my first family, I was pretty excited to get out, like the homes. You know, it's not fun to go back there, but I was excited to get out. But as soon as like I started getting into a little trouble, they were ready to just kick me out the door. Like I wasn't worth it to them anymore.
Okay. And what kind of trouble? I know that you're in a home as of right now, waiting.
When you switch these homes, you switch schools, you switch everything. I don't know anybody wherever I go, and you know I get into trouble. People don't like the way I look sometimes, and that causes issues. So I get in a little spat with this guy when I was in 6th grade, and the family just didn't want me anymore. They said they didn't want that kind of trouble. Like I don't know. Like, if I was their kid, would they be wanting that kind of trouble? Or are they just going to put their son up for adoption? Like, they don't care. I was just there to be there.
So you're feeling like you're not part of it at all?
No, like, no one cares. They just want it. Like, I mean, they don't really care about me. They just care about the good deed.
Okay. Now, has there been a time with this current family, a specific time that you've felt this way, that they've done something to truly make you feel this way? Or is this, can you feel this is just...
Where they make me feel like they just don't want me anymore?
Mm-hmm. Have they done a specific thing?
I mean, we're here now. They're obviously thinking over their thoughts again. I mean, all I did, I went out after work. Who cares?
Okay.
I mean, I'm 17.
Okay. Now, I don't know that it's their choice to send you here, Kyle. I think this is protocol. So I think maybe... Is there something that you can find good in this family? Can you name me can you just give me one good thing that you can find within them?
I mean, they put up with me sometimes, or they used to, I guess.
Okay. So there is something good. There is something there that maybe you can see yourself enjoying.
I mean, it's good to not be in a home. It's good to not be in all those places. Like, you should see some of the stuff that happens when you have 30 foster kids all pent up in one house. So yeah, I mean, it's good to not be there, but is it good to play second fiddle to the older brother? Like,
so what I'm hearing you say is that you don't want to go back to a foster home, but you also don't want to settle. So you want control in this situation.
I just want to be done. I want to age out. I want to be 18. I want to be on my own. I want to have my life. I'm tired of being a part of the system. Like, it's just played out, you know.
So you're tired. But,
yeah.
But would it be better to not have anything to come back to?
What do you mean?
A support system.
I support myself. I've always supported myself. I've been by myself, whether it's in a home or in the foster house, like my adopted parents, anywhere. Excuse me. I've been there for me. I don't need some family to come in and give me all these rules when they don't know me.
Okay, but could you find a reason? Could you understand maybe why the rules are there? I understand that you feel you're old and you feel too old to be told what to do. Can you find some good in the rules? In the control?
I mean, they say they don't want me getting into trouble. Like, get home so that you don't get into trouble, but is it their place to tell me? Like, they can't tell me what to do. I'm my own man. I'm 17. Like, I just don't care what they have to say because I know what I'm doing. I know what a good decision and a bad decision are. I know what those are.
Why do you know what they are?
I've lived it, you know?
Right, but who has taught you?
Myself. I know when I get into trouble. I know when I have to go to detention. I know when I have to go to in-school detention safe. I know that I don't like to be pent up like that. I know it hurts when I get punched. You know, I taught myself. I learned from experience what's good for me and what's bad for me. I don't feel like I need anyone shoving it down my throat because I know what I'm getting into.
So with the experience, do you think that it would be good for you to leave the family and just go on your own and do your own thing? Can you support yourself?
I mean, yeah, I got a job.
Okay. I mean, okay. Well, if you had the control to choose, go back in your life and you could choose a home, or you could choose detention center or foster care, which would you choose?
It's tough, you know. Like, you gotta see it from the inside. Like,
So you think no one understands?
no. I mean, were you in foster care? Like, and neither were my adoptive parents. Like, they don't understand the kind of things that you see. Like, foster the homes with all the boys in them. They get rough. You know, you pin up 30 boys who feel like I feel. There's fights. There's abuse of each other. It's just not. I mean, I don't want to go back to that, and I don't want to be in jail, obviously.
So the best option would be your adoptive family. Are they as bad as maybe you think they are? Or is it just the control?
It's just, I just want to be my own person.
And you don't feel like you can be your own person with this
No,
family?
they just throw everything at me. Do this, be here.
Is it? And you feel that is stopping you from becoming your own man?
Yeah, I want to do me.
Okay, well sometimes me is not always the best. Can you understand where they're coming from?
I mean, I
allowing
guess
you
they
to-
they got John, my older brother, and, well, brother, whatever. And, I mean, he does what they want them to do. I mean, he's going off to college and, you know, studying and stuff. But, like, I see, like, they want me to be like him. But I'm not him.
You want to be your own person.
Yeah.
So what do you think that you should do? I know that you don't want to go back to a home or to a foster home. You don't want to be in the detention center that you are currently in. This is your last home. Is it as bad as going back to these other places? Being your own person, sometimes that doesn't always mean having to compromise, and it doesn't always mean having to push everyone else out. I see good in this situation. I see them doing good things for you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So what would you like to do? Giving you the control.
I mean, I don't really have too many options until I turn 18.
Do you think this family cares about you? Have they shown more care than other families?
Yeah, I mean, they give me some nice clothes. I mean, earlier I've had rips in my jeans and stuff, and like people are just kind of giving me their hand-me-downs, and they treat me pretty nice. But I don't know, it's just tough. Like, I don't know, I feel like I've never had the time to really enjoy just being alive. Like, I've always just been someone's problem.
Okay, so this is something that has built up for a long time. This isn't just this family, this year and a half that you've spent with this family.
Yeah, I mean, it started, like I said, back in 6th grade with that first family where I was so excited to finally get out and, like, see life outside of the walls of a home. But they gave me up, and I had to just go back into the system. I'm just tired.
You do understand that this family is trying to pull you from here to bring you back to them. You do understand that, correct? They're not trying to send you back anywhere.
They're not trying to send me back?
No. That's why we're here. We're counseling. We're trying to fix this problem.
Most of the
rather
time
than
I
push
get
it off.
in these situations, I just end up right back where I came from.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's not the intention here. Do you understand that? Can you see good in that?
Yeah, I mean, at least they're not just sending me right back like the other ones did.
Okay, but there are things that need to be fixed, and that includes the anger and the sneaking out and underage drinking, etc.
just don't see it as a big deal like they do.
Okay. Well, what do you see as a big deal? I mean, name something to me that you...
I mean, I'm not out on the corner smoking crack.
Okay.
I'm not shooting up.
Okay.
I'm going out and I'm doing normal things that teens do. You know, we go out and we party. I'm sorry that John didn't do that stuff. I'm sorry that John was more interested in youth group than I'm not.
So what I'm hearing is you saying that you don't think it's as bad as what it could be.
No.
You're just not model as...
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you think that you could fix this?
I don't know. I mean, they got their lives and I got my life.
But you're a part of that now, and that's something that was out of your control, that you're able to control now. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
You do have the control.
I guess, I don't know, I guess I could listen to a little more, but I don't know.
This is something that's going to have to be worked on throughout sessions. But it's a progress, and it always is. But it's something that can be helped.
Yeah. I
You
mean, I
just-
don't want to go back. It's definitely better than the home or jail. I don't want to go there, obviously.
Okay. And do you think maybe their decisions and their rules and limits, maybe that's preventing you from jail? Somewhere that you don't want to go?
Yes, yeah.
So that's something good.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to come back to see me another time and let's work on this? And maybe in a later session you can bring in your family? That'll be your decision. And we can work on this as a group. But as of right now, I want to work on you and work with you.
Yeah. That
Would
sounds
be
good.
okay? I think we have a lot of progress that we could go through. I think there's good in you, and I think that this is a good decision to come and see me and to get help. Is that okay?
Mm.
Okay. We can work on this, so we'll be all right. So I will see you next week. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you'd like to say?
No, I mean, it's good to just kind of talk about it, you know. I just kind of sit by myself most of the time at home or go hang out with the guys, and you can't really talk like this.
Okay.
So,
And remember, anything you say is in here. And you have the choice if you would like to bring in your family, but I'm giving that choice to you. I know that they're willing to come in anytime, but that's a later. You don't have to worry about that.
well, let's just see where it goes from here then,
Okay.
I guess.
Okay, you're going to be in the driver's seat from now on. I'm just glad to get this. So it was good. Okay. All right. So I will see you next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.